Well, hello, everybody. Devin will be here in a bit. He's eating a very nutritious and excellent supper. This awesome white reflection you're getting off of my very white face is from the snow outside that's actually falling right now, as if we didn't have enough. The story about how my shirt design, it's a pretty cool one. Look up T-Block. Brazilian lizard camo. I don't know if it works for them. That's cool. I wish I had a set to test up here, but obviously northern Wisconsin's going to be a little bit different than Brazil, right? No, I do not browse K. I don't fucking follow 4chan or Reddit. I don't do that. It's a bunch of fucking lonely, angry, insecure guys that post on there for the most part. I used to be part of that whole fucking, culture, and it's is helmet collecting a healthy substitute to drugs? Very, yeah, very much so. Hey, fucking eyelashes and fucking hair is falling out. I mean, Reddit's powerful and all that shit, but it's just like I just can't deal with the fucking constant shit posting. It's like, well, how, okay, if you were talking to somebody in real life, would you be actually saying those things to them, or would you like be doing the shit posting that you do? You wouldn't, because you have repercussions in real life. That's the problem I have with this internet communication shit. As I'm sitting here with no consequences for what I say to you guys, it's like I still try to keep it kind of civil and realistic. Like, I don't know. Now the rule I have is like, if I wouldn't say it to you in person, I'm not going to say it on here. And I hope that makes sense to some of you guys. But it's something that's been lost on a lot of people. Go lay down. Cody, go lay down. Dude, you were just outside. You just shat. You just pissed. Come on, go lay down. Good puppy. Go lay down. Fucking Chris is here. Jeez, you're early. I know, Chris. What's the best camo for Fort Benning? Dude, Brian, I don't read Cyrillic. Don't make me fucking copy and paste this shit. Oh, it's your day off. You want to come on the stream, Chris? It's only gonna be for like another 45 minutes, but if you want to come on, that'd be cool. Texas independence. Hey, man, not my fucking problem. I mean, it is, but I know how to handle it. You guys don't. Woo. I can send you a link to the Facebook account you were messaging me from, and yep. All right, so this is gonna go to the account you were messaging me from initially. Shit. Facebook. Come on. The video quality and sound quality is probably my internet reflecting on itself. Terrible. Awful. I've been bitching about this forever, and oh, there you go.
Thank you.
I'm listening to, oddly enough, the song "Fruitcakes" by Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, it's a good one. A lot of people don't know about that song.
Well, yeah, but very fitting.
Thank you. Oh gosh, I didn't think I had enough going on, so I grabbed my Kepi. I forgot I had this thing.
You're trying to get Chris on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
About to invade Mali. Well, they had it coming.
No, it's weird because like on the Discord, somebody said they read Red Platoon, or no, I'm sorry, they watched The Outpost.
The Outpost, yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. So it'd be cool to have Chris on here, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh my god, so what was this like?" It's just like we'll have Chris on here, and he's a fellow fucking grunt.
Just chill out a bit.
Yep, just kind of fucking talk about life.
Because I'm sure he's also probably kind of upset, not upset, but a little done with the hero worship by now.
Right. But no, it'd be cool. That's why I want him on here, is because it's like I just want to say what's up, and then he doesn't have to just chat.
Like I put something out earlier. I asked a question. Do you think that Rip It knew that they were going to be the sponsored drink for war?
Oh my god. Dude, no, here's the really cool thing, right? So
Yeah.
in 2006 and 7, I applied and worked at Menards, right? A local, for people that don't know, it's a local hardware joint, kind of like Home Depot.
It's like
or
a
Lowe's.
do-it-yourself thing. It's like Home Depot. Yeah.
It's like a Home Depot or Lowe's, but it's a local Midwest thing, upper Midwest thing. Well, they're expanding, but they sold Rip It for less than $1 for a fucking 16-ounce can. And when I worked there, I drank that shit all the time because it was cheap and I liked energy drinks at that point, which is
true. And it's got nothing bad in it compared to the other energy drinks anyways, but
oh shit. Look who's joining us.
uh-huh.
You are now on the stream, Jonesy.
Welcome.
Hey. I'm borrowing my wife's phone.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
trying to figure out how the fuck we can get this thing to. I guess that's the best we're gonna
That's
do.
the best we got, unfortunately. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right, man.
Fantastic.
Where the fuck
I'm
are
trying
you
to get
walking
set
to?
up here.
Like outside, like get some peace and quiet.
Are we going on an adventure? What are we doing?
Yeah, we'll hop in, man. You want to go for a ride?
Well, you're blocked in there, bud.
yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I can get around. I can get around it.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on too. Where are we go? Where is this adventure taking us?
Right here. That's
Oh,
where
right,
you want
well,
to go.
Look at that.
Fucking A. That's excellent. The ceiling fan that's not running right now because it's way too goddamn cold in the US in general.
Hey, I was ecstatic. It got to 10 degrees here today.
Oh, you're ecstatic? Dude, I was shipping shit today and I'm like, I have to turn off my diesel heater because my bundling up, I'm getting sweaty.
Yeah, I was pulling layers off because I'm like, it's above zero. Just like, I couldn't complain at all about this weather. I can't wait till next week when it's like 50 and I'm going to be in my like swim trunks trying to work.
What the fuck is in your head though? Like honestly.
This?
Yeah.
It's a kepi.
Thank you, but like from where and when?
It's a French like 1950s, 60s junior lieutenant medical corps kepi.
So that goes well with the US M81 Woodland.
Yeah, it does. It goes pretty good, I thought. So it's a nice hat though. It needs to make a comeback. There needs to be more kepis in the world.
They're due. They're due.
Tom told me that Norway's going to get one, so
Jim but Norge.
yeah, they're going to get a kepi again. So it's kind of a weird hat, but it looks official. So
all right, Chris, you good? You had the
Man,
classic fucking redneck fucking. Oh my god, you had the classic fucking redneck sis. You were like literally like that a couple seconds ago. Fucking beautiful.
Man, I'm redneck as hell, man.
Well, yeah, like I read parts of the book. I'm definitely gonna read that for sure soon.
It's okay.
But no, I read the
I'll just
introduction to you, and I was like, "Oh God, I know what this guy's gonna sound like. I know what he's gonna look like because I've met these guys so many fucking times."
Oh yeah, you met one, you met us all, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just, hey, I'm a good loving man, man. You know, I just do what I do, and you know, it's all good. It ain't nothing. I ain't no beef with you, man. Yeah, it's like,
yeah, that's exactly it. And I'm from Tennessee, so any person I met from Texas, we're friends, man.
Y'all talk like me. Shit,
exactly.
Right? You got a little bit different accent, but hey, we all talk like me. And then you got me, you know. Yeah, hey, how you doing, bud? Oh yeah,
you bet you're up there with your vowels and your pronunciation.
Man, I was you were over there. Did y'all ever fly Molson? Did you ever hear of them? They're a Canadian helicopter company.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you would call them. But
they're also a beer company
around Afghanistan constantly.
Yeah, they're cool.
Those guys were hilarious, dude. We went out there. They were like, hey there, where are you guys going? We're like, Bostic, they're like, oh, we'll get you there. Hey, hand me your bag. We fly in the daylight, though. We're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, they flew pretty low, too, man. We're like, man, we're about to die.
Oh, gosh.
Good times.
That's right.
Nuts,
They're owned by the
man.
same people that own the beer company, Molson. They're related, but
Get out of town.
yeah, the Molson Beer Company. I think it's the brother of the guy that owns the beer company, runs the helicopter company.
Oh, man, you just made my day. I got to find some of this beer.
Yeah, there's like 50 people in Canada, so everybody knows everybody. So they sell it around. I mean, like you can find Molson around. So it's got hockey sticks on the bottom.
look.
It's pretty Canadian. So
Hell yeah, man. I love Canadian
if you like beer,
I'm
Molson's
pretty sure.
some
I
good
quit
shit.
drinking a little bit ago, but
Yep.
yeah, I prefer Labatt's, but Molson's pretty good.
Molson's like basically the Budweiser.
It
of
is
Canada.
Budweiser of Canada. Yeah,
It's like you cannot go wrong. And Labatt is like the
it's like the Miller High Life of
well, there's
Canada.
so many goddamn craft beers now. Like I can't
Yeah.
even fucking. But no, Molson, shit, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. They're pretty run of the mill, but
But isn't it great? Like blatantly, the same company that's named Molson
Yeah.
blatantly owns an aviation company.
Yeah, well, it's the same family, but I don't think they're like connected.
Well, yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
a DuPont's, right?
Yeah, they own everything. Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
so Molson, Molson.
Hey, Chris, what's the temp there now?
it was like I think it's 43 or something.
Well, that's cool.
Oh,
for you
And
guys.
yeah, it's nice. It's always nice down here. Of
But
course,
it's
I'm in the
cold for you
mountains. I
guys.
don't know if you'll see them here. Let's see if you can see them in the back here.
There you
Oh,
go.
it's fucking beautiful. Yeah, the hills.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
I'm from East Tennessee, man. It's gorgeous out here.
Fucking dude. Hey, I was in Johnson City for a bit, and I've been to Tennessee several times. That is God's fucking land right there.
That's so funny you said that. Because when people be like, hey, Jonesy, where you going back after the Army? I'm like, man, I'm going where God bless the United States, brother. I'm going home, Johnson City, Tennessee.
No, it's no shit, man. Eastern Tennessee, it's always been God's country, man. That is, oof. I
love it out here, man.
Yeah, I see why. I know why.
Yeah, you been to Johnson City? What were you doing in Johnson City?
I was hanging out with a guy that used to be my friend. He lived in Gray, which is a suburb, and
I went to high school. Daniel Boone, man, in Gray.
Shit. Okay, so yeah, I guess we're Jesus Christ, small world, man.
Yeah, it is a small world, man.
Very small world, and yeah, no. So I was up there, and we went to I forgot the fucking name of the mountain, but it's right outside of Johnson City, and you go up there. It's not a big mountain, but it's a hill, you know. And you can go up and climb it. I forgot what the fucking name was, man. But I have a picture of what?
Roan Mountain.
Might have been. I don't know for sure. But yeah, that was in 2016. And went up there and climbed that bitch, and I'm sitting there huffing and puffing because I'm definitely way more out of shape than I was, in the military. But I still could do it. It's like, okay, it's a fucking mountain. Look down at your feet and just keep fucking trekking, you know? And I got to the top of that, and I'm looking over, and I could see Johnson City like as a whole. You know, it's like a depression there. The whole city's a depression, and it's like, man, this is beautiful. So yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, I'm familiar with Eastern Tennessee. Not an expert by any means, but like I've been there, and it is fucking beautiful. Love it, and definitely, the culture's a lot. I don't know. I think that's like the most American culture you can get. Because it's not super southern redneck, but it's not like northern, like Yankee, Northeast, or us up here in the Midwest, up our northern Midwest. It's just, that's what I would consider American.
Yeah, we got a lot of mixture of people around here. Land around here is going for sale pretty good. So I got people from I was out on my farm the other day, and I had a guy from Pennsylvania in my property. He's just looking at the land. He got lost, so he's just turning around on my property. So I've had people from like New Jersey and Ohio.
Yeah.
They're all moving out here.
Are you getting a bunch of the Chinese people going in there and buying land too?
They better not. I hope not.
Well, my mom lives in northern Georgia, and there's a lot of Chinese people that are going out there and buying land. Like they're flying over from China and buying land because it's so cheap out in that area.
I believe
right
it.
now. Yeah,
I believe it.
And they're just buying it,
land,
sit on it, and turn it over once it all gets developed. So
yeah,
exactly. That's what I've done that a couple times with some houses and land, but man, my buddies do that in the Army. I got a buddy from Texas. He does that. But yeah, it's a nice area. I love it out here. It's real outdoorsy, and I'll get out of that light. Oh man. But
he looks like an angel with a halo. Oh my God.
But I live out in the sticks, man. So
yeah,
the way
real rural. I'm amazed I can even talk to you guys right now, to be honest.
So am I, honestly. Like, I'm my internet is, well, it just cut out a bit ago. I don't know if you noticed that, but I'm right where I want to be.
Cool.
And it's out in the sticks, but it's not like
so far away,
so fucking far, but it's like you're still out there. Like Devin's been here.
Yep.
And it's out here, and that's would not have it any other way. It's amazing.
Well, you're from Wisconsin, right?
Holy shit. Chris, honest to God, you said Wisconsin better than 95% of people in the United States say
would
Wisconsin.
say Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin, or, Wisconsin. They like gag up shit. You just said Wisconsin, so thank you. Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
I didn't want to call it out either, but I was like, I'm genuinely impressed.
Man, I never get that. People are always like, what did you say? Man, my wife's from New York, and if we go to like family barbecues or something, or like my friends were hanging out, he could be like, hey, I like your car. What kind of tires you got on that? She'll look at me like, what did he say? I'm like, oh, he likes your car. Them tires are pretty nice. He wants to know where you got them. Or
well, but if you're not around people that don't talk, exactly like you, if you're never exposed to them, it's hard. It really is.
Yeah.
Like, because we all know that we were exposed to people that did not talk like us, military wise. When you get thrown into like basic training, you're like, what in the fuck are you talking about? All of a sudden you get an ear for it. And you're like, okay, there's a pattern. There's a pattern. Like in like the early stages of basic training, and then like you get out in the military and you go out to like a certain post or whatever you're at, and it's like you guys are talking all fucked up. You're like, well, because of basic training and my failings there and learnings there, I can now understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
At least you guys didn't have all those fucking French people.
Oh yeah, Canadians. Yeah.
God, you got all those fucking French people. You think the accent's bad there? They don't even grasp half of English.
Oh, so. Dude, I was watching a video of actually they were using a Leopard, whatever the hell you guys use, and it was a Canadian crew, and like 2 out of 5 of them were like English-speaking Canadians. Yep. The other 3 were French, but they were all supposed to speak English. And it was like the French were like, oh, it's just like garbled shit, and you're like, how the fuck? But the Canadians have to endure that. We have to endure the fucking Alabama, fucking Mississippi, Like even Chris is a fucking. You're a Tennessean, right?
Oh yeah.
Alabama, Mississippi. That's a fucking. You have to listen and interpret that shit and be used to it to get that language. That's a different fucking English.
Oh yeah. I know the lingo, man. I'm telling you, I can be an interpreter for them. They're like, what did he say, Joe?
It's fucked up because like Tennessee, it's a pretty smooth accent. Like pretty much everybody can understand that. You have an accent or quote unquote accent, but it's whatever. Alabama, Mississippi, parts of Georgia, northern Florida,
Louisiana.
God, don't even get me started on the fucking Creoles.
Yep.
That is a fucking accent that I still don't get.
Well, it's half French.
No, it's a third French.
A third French, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh my God! Hold on.
There's some French. I knew some people from Louisiana.
That was after
That's
the
what they
British
said.
threw all the people out. They're like, "Oh, you guys are all criminals and ne'er-do-wells, so we'll just send you down the Mississippi River." After they got all the land, so that's how it worked. Like they're just like, "Yeah, we don't want you here anymore." You're back, Mike?
Well, it's good to get on here, man.
Headset was fucked up. My headset, my charger got fucked up, and it like pulled out, even though it wasn't. It's like a good young infantryman should be, pull out. Don't be a dummy, come on her tummy,
Yeah,
right.
Don't exactly. Don't blow in there, buddy.
I don't think they teach you that in basic training.
Oh man,
no, they don't.
Dude, well, when we went to, I went to Fort Carson, Colorado, and I swear every end of the week we had like a briefing, like the whole squadron. We go out there every single time, every week. They're like, don't have sex with someone else's wife, don't drink and drive, all these things, and they're like, don't do it. People still did it.
Yeah, shame on you. Yeah. They did their job. They just gave the warning, and they didn't care what really happened. They just had to say it. So
yeah, they're like, I wash my hands of this. I ain't worrying about it. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
My good buddy was the guy I talk about in my little series here, and I still talk to today, and I play games with him. He got sent to Fort Carson, and man, yeah, he's like, it's the Wild West out here.
Yeah.
Dude. And oh God, that guy. He was also like you. He was infantry, right?
Yeah.
And he got I forgot what unit it was, but he was in a cav unit. That they stationed him with a cav unit when he got to Fort Carson. And he was like, fuck this shit. But yeah, it was like that pride thing, like, oh, we're infantry, It's like, well, cav has got a pretty good fucking repertoire as well.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
I was and plus when you go to infantry basic, you're used to like 60 dudes in a platoon. You're like, okay, we've got 4 squads and a heavy squad. And then when I went to the cav
squad,
when I went to the cav unit, they were like, well, there's 20 of us, and
there's 20. Yeah, just cut it. Third. Yeah, just.
And we're supposed to break contact.
To Benny.
And that's the thing is like we had a Cav Scout drill sergeant, the only one that was not infantry wearing a blue disc in our basic, and he was a Cav Scout, but he had been there, done that. First ID, he literally had his K-pot from when he was hit, threw a fucking up armored Humvee into his K-pot, and it saved his life, right? This guy was a badass, right? And he was the only one without a blue disc, but he was also one of the meanest motherfuckers. And, no, I mean, seriously, this guy. And he goes, I heard him sometime. He was smoking the shit out of some guys. And he was screaming at him. And he goes, you know what? You're going to find out when your ass gets sent to a fucking cav unit, fucking infantry makes contact. Cav is made to break contact and then get you guys to go there. So we're the actual badasses, motherfucker. And he's screaming. And I'm like, holy shit, is that true? I didn't know at that point. I'm like,
is that true? Yeah, is that true?
Yeah. It's like, it actually is.
Who gets to wear the cool Stetsons?
Cavalry guys.
So you could wear, if you were infantry, you could wear your blue cord on it.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So do the infantry guys that are with the cavalry get a cool Stetson or not?
Yeah.
They do?
Yes. If you're in a cav unit, yeah.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be like
I got my combat spurs.
If you're with a cav unit, you get a Stetson.
Yeah, and he's got explain your spurs, Chris, because a lot of people don't understand what those are.
Yeah, I didn't even know what they were when they gave me. I was like, what is this?
Wait, I asked a guy about it when I was overseas. Isn't there like some cool test you have to take? and you get spurs.
That is, there's different spurs. I forget what they call that, and that's like actually a pretty hard test. It's kind of like
I thought it was like the order of the spur, and you get like a certificate.
It is.
And you get spurs and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do have an order of the spur. They gave me a certificate. I didn't know I was going to get it. When we got back from Afghanistan, they gave us. We had an award ceremony. I didn't know anything, and they called me up there, and they gave me combat spurs. They gave like a young Joe, senior enlist, like younger enlisted NCO than senior guy. So they gave like 4 or 5 of them out. That was the Joe that got one, and it has my name engraved in it with my unit and stuff.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Yeah. But I didn't know that was going to happen. I felt really honored. They thought highly of me.
Yeah. Well, my dad was
now that you have spurs too. Like, how does that work?
Yeah. Well,
say again. I'm sorry.
Do you get a horse since they gave you spurs? Like, I mean, that's good. I mean, what's the point in having spurs if you don't have a horse too?
No, I got called a horse's ass. That's about the only thing that
they don't
a horse
up
was
there and
mentioned.
be like, all right, here's your spurs and your piece of paper and your horse. Find out how to get it home.
Oh man, let me tell you this funny story.
Oh gosh, I wish.
Yeah, we're here. Okay, I don't know if that's me or not. If I lose you guys, I'm sorry, but
yeah, no, we're good.
They gave me or they didn't give me. I earned a Bronze Star with Valor in those combat spurs. So they called me up there for the Bronze Star with Valor, and then I went back in there and they called me back up there. I was like, everyone's like, yeah, Jones, way to go! And when I went back, my old platoon sergeant, his name was Sergeant Guerrero, Sergeant G. He was this cool guy. He was from California. He was always like, "What's up, Dick?" And just really into your face. He came up to me. He was like, "Hey, Jones, they called you up there again. Go up there and get this other award." And I was like, "No, they didn't, Sergeant." I said, "Because that's fucking crazy." I was like, 3 awards in a row.
Why would they just give him
that's not right. And I was like, right, exactly. Yeah. And I was like, man, this guy's fucking with me. And he's like, I'm telling you right now, go up there. Dude, I went up there and they were giving out like Purple Hearts and shit for like combat wounded guys. And I just interrupted their whole fucking ceremony. Like just walked right out there. Sergeant Major looked at me. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, damn you, Sergeant G. Everybody fucking laughed at me, man. It was hilarious.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's typical, though. It's typical.
Oh,
yeah. God. And someone's like, good job, dumbass. Like, good job. Yeah, I did good, man. At least someone got the laugh.
Oh, my God. Well, it's just
hey, man, what they say in the infantry, embrace the suck. You know what I mean?
Embrace the fucking suck, yes.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Even when you're publicly embarrassed, embrace it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just own it.
Your fucking PSG told you to fucking do that. You're like, all right, Roger, Sergeant. And then you go out there and it's just because of his incompetence and his dipshittery, you pay for it.
Yep.
But like realistically, it passes so quick though.
Yep.
Because there's so much of it.
Your shit don't stink and
yep.
Oh my God.
Fuck. It's just like it's so insane. But yeah, my old man, when he was deployed in 04 and 05, he was with the 278th Armored Cavalry Regiment from Tennessee. You might know them.
Yeah, I've heard of
them. And they were giving out spurs, or not giving out, but you know what I mean, like awarding spurs because they're the oldest Cav regiment in Tennessee. And what's funny is like that Cav regiment and the 2nd Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry Regiment, which is now the 32nd Division, sparred against each other at Gettysburg.
That's crazy, huh?
Isn't it? And then 150 some years later, they're going to Iraq together. Man, it's just fucking insane. Yeah.
But I just got speaking of Civil War, my buddy just gave me we did some research. I don't know. It's like best thing I can call it's just a damn cannon, and it's called a Dyer cannon. I think it shoots the round is called a Dyer round. It's 7-inch diameter, and man, this thing is huge. He got it. They found it outside Fort Donelson. Yeah,
you said 7 inches.
Yeah,
that's like a siege gun.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. They said they were probably shooting it at ironclads and shit, and it missed and it went into the river and just sunk. And there was an earthquake in the 70s. This is what the guy told me. I don't know. And he said there was an earthquake in the 70s, and it moved the river a little bit. So part of this land, part of the river became this farmer's land, and he hit it with a plow one day, and it was this dude's uncle. So.
It was lucky he didn't blow up. Sometimes those still have like charges in them.
Oh, I know. I know.
Well, UXOs, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't know anything about those, Chris, would you?
Oh, dude, man.
Fucking Christ.
I fucking hate explosives. And it's like a joke in my platoon.
Me too.
Like,
man, thank you.
Explosives are bad. So,
dude.
Oh, dude. I hate to tear up here, but I'll tell you this story about grenades. And I know if you're
thank you, grenades, because I hate
them freaked out. I'm freaked out about grenades.
I'm terrified of grenades, but go ahead. Thank you.
You know, they're handy. I will say that. I use them a lot. So I can't say that they're not handy. But when I was in basic, when we went to the grenade range, this guy was like, "Bro, I don't care how you throw it. You could throw it like a baseball, however you wanted to throw it.
Right.
However you can get it over this line, throw it."
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I went up to the line, I was going to throw it. There was another guy, another cadre out there. I went to throw it. He said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Man, I'm getting ready to throw it." He said, "No, you're supposed to throw it the way the Army's taught you." I said, "Well, that guy over there just told us to throw it any way we wanted." Exactly. So I was like, let me get it here. I'm like,
oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Totally miss it. And so like they made me do it again, and I got it, but I had to sit in the back with the guys that didn't make it but one time. And so everybody else that made it got to go twice. I only got to go once, which I didn't give a shit because I was like, man, fuck grenades.
Yeah, fuck
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
man.
he was like, but anyways, I was standing in line, and this dude, my drill sergeant, old drill sergeant Boyd, crazy ass dude. Drill sergeant Boyd's like, "What the hell's wrong, Private?" This guy's like shaking. I mean, like terrified. Like, just. He said, "Drill sergeant, my grandfather killed himself with a grenade in Vietnam." And he was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes, drill sergeant." He's like, "Well, I'll tell you this, Private. You grab that damn grenade, you look up in the sky and you say, 'Grandpa, this is how you fucking supposed to do it.' You throw that damn grenade." And he kicked his ass out on that range. Man, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though, man. That's a good drill sergeant, man. That's fucking awesome.
Now, did you guys have an instructional video they made you watch before you did that?
Well, yeah, you do everything in. I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump in. You remember, Chris, the classrooms where you're like barely going.
Yeah.
Dude, I stab myself with a pen to stay awake.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got caught several times just like, I was sitting there doing the whole, and then I woke up to the close your fucking cock holster, Private. Get the fuck to the back of the room and do jump again.
That's funny.
And I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, the grenades, you go through a classroom. Everything in the fucking where we went through was like classroom, field practice, do it, and then you're done.
Yeah.
And so it was like, here's how you're gonna do grenades. And we go out there and we're super fucking tired. And it's like you throw the practice grenades, and it's like that's where you actually qualify.
Yeah.
Is on the practice grenades. And I actually got expert, which was fucking great because it's like, this is fun, it's so fucking easy. It's so easy. And then when I really got shaky was like Chris said, when you hear the first grenade go off, you're like, this would be like a loud firecracker, and all of a sudden it like shakes the ground. You're like, fuck. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you get up there, and then I had the first grenade I did. I was like, okay, pull it, or take the safety clip off, pull the pin, draw back, just like the Army taught me, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so the second one, it was like, all right, go ahead and pull. And I went, and I fucking hit the spoon, like in the movies. And I don't know why the fuck I did that. I don't know why the fuck I milked it. I cooked it. But I did, and I went, and I threw it, and I got fucking tackled. Guys, like, how many fucking times were you told not to milk the fucking grenade? You fucking, get the fuck to the back of the line. You know, you fucking failed my range. He was pissed off. All of a sudden it goes off, boom. And then I'm walking back, and nobody's telling me where to go. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go follow with the rest of the guys that threw their 2 grenades. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
And nothing ever
Nobody
came
said anything.
Yep, nobody said anything.
You just went with the flow, man. I've
man.
several of those.
Just owned it.
Had learned that. Yep, had learned that at that point. But no, seriously, grenades, I did not realize how much fucking power was in a tiny,
like little 1 pound freaking baseball.
Yeah, it's like when you hear the first one go off in your entire life, Chris, would you the same way where you're like, that'd be like a loud firework or whatever, and you heard it go off and you're like, wow, that is different.
Yep.
Yeah, you feel the ground shake, you know.
Yep.
It's man, I got some crazy stories about grenades, man.
Well,
we'll have to do a recurring thing.
Yeah.
Because I got to go in about 5 minutes, but metallic explosives are a lot different than paper explosives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you find out.
So, but like they did this thing where like, did they show you the video where they had like this ballistic gel? They put like a real human skeleton in it for like these purposes. And there's this guy in a T-pose, and they basically duct taped a grenade to this like dummy that just has its arms out. So it's at like a full arm's length away from the dummy. And then they pulled a pin on it with like a string. It's like barely held in. And they show him like, this is what's going to happen to you if you fuck up. And it like vaporizes this fucking dummy. And then they're like, all right, time to go throw grenades.
They didn't do that to us.
Shitting their pants, you know.
Dude, fuck that.
Dude, ours is all optimism. It's like, here's how you throw it. Here's how you're going to be a great soldier. Ha, ha, ha.
No, ours is like, if you fuck up, you're going to disappear.
Well, it's Canadian.
Oh, dude. You're gone, bro. There's nothing.
They slowed it down. They had like, they're like, this is like the no life will live in this range. It's like within like 5 feet of the grenade going off. They're like, everything's dead no matter what. Whether the fragments or what, the shockwave will kill you. Yeah. It's like they slowed it down, and you could watch the shrapnel and like the shockwave travel and just like ripple through this like ballistics gel and actual human skeleton dummy as it just like crumples,
breaks everything,
in slow motion. And then they're like, all right, time to go throw grenades. And it's like, no, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that, you know? And so
explosives are definitely fucking nuts.
Now, did you only get to throw one kind of grenade?
The M67.
The 67, okay, because we had 67s, and then Canada, just like the Netherlands, uses the V40s.
No,
which I don't know if you know what a V40 is. It's basically a 67 shrunk down to half the size.
Yeah, it's an assault. It's an offensive grenade. Yeah,
it's about the size of a golf ball, and it's designed to. In a grenade pouch, you can fit 2 rather than 1.
Yeah.
And so we got to throw some of those too. And you can basically, it's like playing a video game. You can throw those things like into space. They're so.
Right.
You know?
Some Halo.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
get your like proper form, and the thing like whistles through the air almost. It's so tiny, you know?
Dude, yeah. Grenades are trippy, man. When I was in Afghanistan, I carried 6 grenades on me and a claymore.
Nice.
And I was just paranoid the whole time. But
claymores are fucking powerful little bastards.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you ever see you were talking about safety videos. Did you ever see the guy with the blast cap where he stuck it in his mouth? And
Yep. And he was sitting there like leaning over because his whole fucking bottom jaw was gone.
Yeah.
They call him Sketty Face.
Yep. And he's sitting there just blood.
Dude, I felt so bad for that guy. I was like, man, why did you do that?
What the fuck? Was it a bet? Like, even if it was a bet, I'd be like, you're retarded. Fuck you. I'm not doing that. Like, no, not worth any amount of money.
Do that.
He wanted to go home.
Well, perhaps. But he Oh,
hard way to
God.
go home, man.
Yeah, risking it for the biscuit, as we
And his
call
fucking
it.
eyes are like, puffing out of his face, but he doesn't feel that because of all the.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
God.
shock wave, I'm sure, just
Oh.
every orifice it could have seen through in his head. God.
That was. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that, Chris. Fucking Christ. That was one of those things that I just kind of. Oh.
You just kind of like, whoa, I ain't never doing that. I'm staying away from that blast.
Well, yep, just gonna block
staying
that
away
from my
from
memory.
explosives, and then you walk off with your 6 grenades and your claymore stretched.
Fuck.
Oh, dude. I was like, man, if I get hit in the chest, I'm fucking
well, at least
dead.
you're gone. You know, you're like, oh, I'm done. Then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know that
Dude,
shit probably would have gone off if you would have gotten hit in the chest. That shit probably.
Man, my sergeant during the Battle of Cop Keating, we were engaged. I forget what distance that 203 has to travel, like how many rotations it has to travel to.
I think it's 20 or was it 40 yards?
It's something like that.
I think it's 40 yards.
Pretty long, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty long.
He fucking shot that thing, man, and it was super close, and it went off. He shot it just out of reaction, and man, it wasn't even 40. I mean, it had to have been like 10 feet, and it was crazy. It must have hit something when
I know grenades and stuff like that. They aren't super stable. That compound they have. I mean, if you jostle it hard enough, like even with the pin in it, it'll go off. You know. Yeah. Like if you bang one hard enough on something, not like you just like swinging it, but like if one like gets crushed between something or like gets one hell of an impact, it'll go off. So
it was fucking awesome though.
Well, yeah, I mean, literally the threat, and you're like,
everyone's alive. If they weren't, it would be so awesome. But
no, I mean, yeah, that's fucking insane that it went off at like 10 feet, but like not impossible. But I'm glad it fucking did.
Yeah, it was really short, and man, 203s, man, those things are gnarly. And then I've told this in other interviews, but or other things. So I've told it before, so I'm a broken record. But we threw a grenade because I could hear them over the HESCO that was our wall. Yeah. And Roche handed me a box, like 3 boxes of like I think they were Mark 19 ammo cans.
Yeah,
full of grenades, and he said, "Throw one every 5 minutes." And I mean, I didn't have to because they were constantly on us. And I'll tell you this: anybody that tapes their grenades, don't do that, because man, there was a couple times I just threw the grenade down, not like where people could kill themselves, but I just threw it down because I was like, I ain't fucking with this tape. Some of it was hard to get off. Yep. And I threw almost every single. I mean, I had to throw at least like 50 or 60 fucking grenades that day. I mean,
and that's why they came out with the confidence clip.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to tape them, but it's like, so now I have 3 fucking stages to go to arm a fucking grenade.
Yeah. What happens if you need this fucking grenade?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, where do you draw the fucking line? No, that's actually like, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like you had actual experience with them taping that shit. And it's like, well, we get it, but how do you improve the design without having to have 3 separate steps for arming?
Yeah.
Sergeant
Larson threw one. And we were securing after we took parts of the cop back. We were trying to close that gate. And we were just throwing. I mean, man, like I hear something. I threw a fucking, just running up. I'm like,
well, fuck yeah,
get back! Yep. But
jumping at shadows, just whatever. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. What else are you gonna do? Fucking A.
Dude, I hear him. I throw that grenade over that wall, and they just be talking before I throw it, and you'd hear thump thump, and they'd be talking,
yeah, you'd hear the like
inflection, the inflection, yeah.
But what I was going to tell you is, my buddy Raz threw a grenade. We heard these guys they were on the other side of the HESCO, on the left side, and Raz threw that grenade up. Man, this guy, we always call it reverse skydiving, but
reverse skydiving,
dude. This guy, I mean, well, there wasn't much left. But I mean, he his up like he was falling, like he was skydiving. Yeah. So it was crazy. He just went straight up, his clothes and missed and everything, and just fell straight down. It was nuts. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. But those, like you were saying, those grenades, man, you're gone.
Yeah, there's so much power in that little fucking tiny thing you can hold in your hand.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no, they still fill those with composition B, right?
Yeah. Comp B. Yep. It's insane. But yeah, the concussion is amazing, and it's like, Jesus Christ. They're definitely effective.
I get graphic sometimes. My wife's like, calm down. I'm like, all right. I'm just telling a story.
Yep.
You're literally telling what happened, and
I mean, when you think about all those new smart grenades that I forget what country made them. Was it America or was it Germany? They're coming out with a new grenade actually that I think America wants to buy, where you can actually like determine how big it is because they like screw together into like a big can. Like they're like hockey puck sized, but you can like thread them together to have like a bigger grenade if you need to. And they also have like
basically like the fucking Gebauteladung. The fucking. Are you serious?
They're actually it's like a new thing. I know,
but like the concept is like.
But you could like combine them together, and then it has like a timer that you can set on it. You can like set it for impact, or you can set it for like a 7-second timer or like a minute timer. Like it has a thing that you can like adjust on it and like control the size by like threading parts together on it.
Well, from what you described, I'll bet you it's Germany and not the U.S. that's engineering
it sounds like something Germany would do, but like...
Right. They're better at that shit.
They've done it before. They're like, oh, our grenades aren't big enough? Well, let's just tie 7 of them together.
Yeah, the Gebauteladung. Yeah, it's fucking... Yep, we're going to tie it, and then we're going to be able to take out a fucking tank with this shit.
Pretty much. And I was like, Jesus fuck. I was like... That it rung a bell when I said, but like I'm trying to think of what it was called now, but it was something that I think America wanted to like test and adopt this like weird smart grenade.
We're gonna have the best. Well, then we're gonna rip it off and we're gonna make it a cheaper version in our fucking labs.
Yeah. We're gonna buy this brand new smart grenade and then have the cheapest possible contractor make it so it doesn't work.
Yep. And then everybody gets killed by our cheaper version. Well,
like a 203 that goes off after 10 yards. Like that.
Well, they signed up for SGLI. Like it's on them, man. Like they fucking knew what they were getting into.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh God,
that's funny.
Like you've said it too. Like, why does anybody buy something because it says military grade on it? I'm like, that's a reason not to buy it.
Well, nowadays, it's like fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, so God. Chris. On your ACUs before you got the UCP Delta shit. Well, even on that shit, it was made the same. How many fucking pockets tore off of your shit when you were like running and diving?
Oh, bro, I was going to send you some pants with it too. I changed my mind though because I found some material. I might be able to fix them, fit my fat ass in them. But I mean, they just every single pair I ever got ripped. I can't remember what they were called. That we got, of course, it was that digital camo crap. Like I said,
it was ACU. It was FRAC or FRACUs, FRACUs.
Yeah,
fire retardant Army combat uniforms, and they were made out of cotton, rayon, and some other synthetic shit.
Those things were sweet, man.
They were comfortable.
Yeah,
but they fucking did do in Iraq. I went through at least 10 fucking.
Pairs of them, yeah.
No, not pairs. I went through more pants than I did shirts. I went through probably about 15 pairs of pants and 12 pairs of fucking, the FRACU shirts. Like, they were made shittily. They were comfortable. But, it was, because like Chris and I we were deployed at the same time. He was in Afghanistan. I was in Iraq. And, like, for the viewers, you know that. But, like, the FRACUs were great comfort wise, but my God, did they fucking the crotches, especially on the pants.
Yeah, I thought
maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
My uniform that I had to wear.
What are you thinking of?
Bill that as the dollar store Halloween costume fabric, and it's like the same stuff. I bet where you just destroy that shit.
Chris, what are you thinking of?
I don't know. They always called them flight uniforms.
The Nomex stuff.
The Nomex shit. But
yeah,
the frac U's were the same thing.
Is that what it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because they didn't burn, they didn't melt, rather they burned.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I
Yeah.
remember those.
For IEDs, like, you know, that shit goes off. They don't melt to you like the nylon cotton shit does. They just burn, which is actually
That's pretty
better.
gnarly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like that, so that's what they were. They were made out of some fucking weird material. But you guys got the same shit we did. I know that because of my buddy in 4th ID. He was saying, yeah, we got these things. They have the tabs on the cuffs and then the tabs on the pocket to differentiate them from the actual uniforms. And they turned pink when you washed them. I don't know about that in Afghanistan, but like we washed them a couple times, and like in the sunlight in Iraq, they turned bright pink, which was actually better than the bright blue they were when we got them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys did the same thing. And then you guys, I know 4th ID and the 82nd got the UCP Delta shit for an experiment in 2009.
And we were just so happy to get something that blended in a little better.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you could see us, like I would see now I always say their names wrong, but I got corrected last time we hung out with them. These big Latvians, I think is how you say it.
Latvians, yeah.
Dude, they were like Arnold Schwarzenegger, cool dudes, man. Totally squared away, hate Russians.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
you
goes
couldn't
back a ways, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, one time I was talking to him, I was like, would we kick Russia's ass, man? I was like, they keep running that mouth. I was just joking with him. And he was like, you guys would fuck Russia up.
Yep.
He said, maybe not like they're special forces, but he said like they're just general soldiers. He said, y'all are way better. But I don't know, maybe he was joking too.
So I mean, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Latvians, I know their camouflage pattern. Good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't see them at all. And when my guys would go on patrol, I could see them plain as day.
And that was what when I was in Iraq and I was talking to my basic training buddies in Afghanistan. Actually, most were 4th ID. One was 10th ID or 10th Mountain Division. But they were like, I was like, so how are the ACUs working out for you? Before I knew what it was called, UCP. They're like, dude, they're fucking terrible here. Like they don't fucking do anything. I was in Iraq and I'm like, same. It's blue against all the fucking desert shit here. And they're like, God damn it. And then the one guy, Crow, his last name I'll just give. I won't give his first name, but he was like, well, we just got this new stuff. And he sent me a picture of him. And he was literally wearing, UCP Delta top, ACU bottoms, or I'm sorry, multicam bottoms.
Yeah.
And a UCP Delta helmet or a UCP regular helmet cover. He had 3 different fucking patterns on him with an M14, you know, and he was like, this is what they're issuing us. And I'm like, well, what works the best? He's like, multicam.
Yeah, by far. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, let's, because we were bored, when we were on our off time. It was like, let's talk, I'm like, so how does multicam work? He's like, well, it works almost too good because we're on patrols and we're in a wedge formation or some shit, not even, 20 yards apart. I can't see to the left and right of me, like where my fucking guys are. He's like, so it works good, but it's not like great for me. And I'm like, well, what about that brown fucking ACU shit? He's like, it works better than ACU. And that's all he said.
But it's still got a lot of the same like blue gray shit in it. It's just
yeah. And that's all he said. He was like, it works better than ACU, and that's it.
Well, it's not hard to do that. You could probably be butt naked and blend in better than fucking ACU.
If you rub dirt and stand on you, sure.
Pretty much. So.
Yeah, that's what we did, man.
Yeah, and that's what UCP Delta looks like. It looks like UCP with fucking dirt rubbed into it. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I wonder how many, before we close this out, because I got to go, because my better half has a business call. So I don't want to take up the bandwidth because of our shitty internet. Chris, you get that.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it's insane to just think about maybe how many guys would still be alive without UCP.
Yeah. absolutely.
It bothers me. It really does, because it's like,
yeah, it's something I think about all the time too. So,
but yeah, we'll just leave it on that dark note.
Yeah,
really lacking on that, you know, and even guys, I'll let you go, but I knew guys in my unit that would order their own camouflage, like multi-cam or whatever, and just ask to use it because it just doesn't work.
Fair.
And that's a good segue to talk about next time we do this.
Hey, Mike.
So, yeah, we'll talk about camouflage patterns and what we've all experienced. Devin with CADPAT.
That's right.
Chris with UCP Delta, et cetera, and me with, I saw Marpat, I saw fucking M90 Swedish and all that shit.
Pantera, CCE, Flectarn.
Not CCE, I didn't see that actually.
Oh, I got to see the CCE. It's all right.
But yeah. That's a good segue, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool thing. So, hey, Chris, thanks.
The cool stackable grenade, if you want to send Jones that, I'd like to get his opinion on that.
No, I'm okay.
Stackable grenade. So,
okay.
It's all good.
I got that die around, man. I need to take care of that and make sure it won't explode.
Roll that away from your property as quick as you can. You're gonna.
Oh, it's somewhere safe. Don't worry.
It'll go off.
It will go off, and it'll just take a tree down.
Jesus.
Well, you hear about that all the time. Like, I saw one guy, I think he was from like Pennsylvania. He's like, "Oh, I got this cannonball," and he like kept it above his mantle. And like one day it got too hot and just like blew his chimney out of his fucking house.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful about that stuff. We had a guy locally just not too long ago. Poor kid, killed him. He went to a army surplus store or something. Somebody brought it was an actual live grenade or something, and it killed that kid. Man, that's
Jesus.
You gotta be careful,
Fucking Christ, yeah, it's.
You got to start like going to schools and telling grenade stories to kids, so that way they don't.
No, man, like. Dude, kids are terrible. Like, I can't tell. Like, I just have a certain way I tell stories, and I got like motivational shit too. But man, once I get going and I start telling stories, they're like, "Man, you're like terrifying people." You're
to me,
like when I worked at Cabela's.
People are like trying to plot the quickest exit out of the room.
Exactly. When I worked at Cabela's, I want to stop talking to you. I just be like, "Well, this one time." I watched this mortar go through this Afghani's head. And they're just like,
and to me, I'm like, I'm sitting there going, right on.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, this guy's crazy. So it works out.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Great talking to you all.
Y'all take care, man.
That's right.
Hey, man. Good talking to you, Chris and Devin, with your fucking faggy cappy on.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Take care, Devin.
All right, we'll do this again.
Take care.
Definitely soon.
See you
Later.